Black Ops 6 Zombies has been the most enjoyable experience we've had so far with zombies. In the last couple of years, being a fan of, Cold War specifically, I think that also helps me out a lot. I am a huge fan of Cold War. I think Cold War gripped me um, similar to how BO3 had me back then. I the movement, just how everything felt, it was a whole different take on zombies, without a doubt. Nothing, I cannot deny that. It was not the original zombies that we knew of, as in BO3, which a lot of people just did not like. But now with BO6, we've sadly come to the point where we know it's not going to change back. We know this is the way they're going to go forward. So not only did they basically double down on Cold War's mechanics, they basically implemented everything Cold War could have plus more, I would say. Um, I think that that's most likely a big turnout for a lot of people, especially people who just don't like Cold War zombies or zombies past BO3. Um, BO4 is like that black sheep. It's just, I can't even say if you hate it or love it, because there are people who just hated it, and not a lot of people can say they 100% loved it. So it's one of those things that it's like you just don't know what to say. So, which is why we don't even discuss BO4. We discuss BO3. We discuss Cold War, stuff like that. Hell, I loved, and I mean I loved BO3 growing up. 2015 to 2016 was probably one of the best times I've had with Call of Duty Zombies in general. Back then, I was actually a big fan of what YouTubers were doing with zombies, where they got gameplay and went crazy with it. Like, it's hard to believe that so many of my favorite YouTubers now are people because they played zombies or they played this game mode from 2015, and now it's crazy how it has changed. Um, Shout out to Raffle Waffles for that, because my man is honestly amazing. He's on an amazing path, and I suppose once I saw that specifically, I was inspired. Um, like I said, I'm a big fan of zombies. I have loved zombies for a long time, um, since Black Ops 1. I would like to say World at War, but sadly, my childhood memories of World at War are so limited. I don't remember much, if at all. Um, I was lucky that I was even able to remember Knocked, of all things. But BO1 is where everything really started for me. Kino, their Togen 5 that I rarely played because I was ass at it. um, Everything just was more simple back then, without a doubt. And from my perspective, as someone who's been watching and just being a bystander in some sense for zombies, and now finally having a product, having this tool that I can actually reflect my voice, feels good, I suppose. I've always had a lot of thoughts about zombies. I'm not going to lie to you. I have caught myself just talking to myself about zombies, either when I'm playing or when I'm just thinking about the story, or maybe what we plan on playing next, zombie wise. Sometimes I just discuss zombies without even knowing, and it's like, why not translate it here into YouTube, right? And why not translate it here into something else? Because it's 2024, almost 2025. Years ago, if you would have asked me, I would have had some shame in doing this, because some of my friends thought it was shameful. Um, but now years pass, and it's like, I wish I hadn't listened to them. I wish I had created my own path and done zombies route maybe a bit faster or sooner, or jumped on the wagon much quicker, because I put so much time in BO3, so much time, and I'm putting a lot of time in BO6. So one thing that has always stuck out to me, or someone specifically told me, was if you're gonna spend that much time playing, why not try to get some money out of it? You might be saying he is being very, very direct by just saying money. It's 2024. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm not going to, not be blunt. Um, I'm not going to say it's all about the money, of course. It's never just about the money. Of course not. It's just about building that connection. Building that connection about zombies. And I guess when I was growing up, again with BO3 specifically, I never had that connection. I always saw people with friends playing zombies. I always saw people like teaming up, saying got a squad and everything. And I'm like, I'm usually always solo, if I'm being honest. Seeing all these YouTubers do all of these charities for Easter eggs, do all these charities for so many things, playing together, like parties of players playing for zombies. It's like, imagine if I had actually started zombies. I know he's a bit of a tricky topic, I suppose, but Mr. T. Lexibai specifically, he started at a young age. He started at a very young age, and in some sense, he's a bit of an inspiration. Controversial figure or not, he is an inspiration to how I saw zombies and how I saw everything. He was his personality and attitude in terms of being a not so serious zombies tuber was honestly refreshing, and I really liked that specific. Sadly, I am not goofy. I am not always 100% like that. I can try to be goofy. Sometimes my actions just come off as goofy. So maybe I am goofy without knowing. But one thing that I don't think has ever changed about me is specifically how much I just really love zombies. And I know it's a lot that I'm talking about here. If I'm being honest, I most likely will re-record, sorry. Definitely re-record all of this again. But it was nice to just kind of let myself be free, I suppose. Talk about zombies real quick because I have so much thoughts about zombies. I've said so much stuff about zombies over the years. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw the Citadel des Morts, I completely messed up the pronunciation, but Citadel des Morts. When I saw the cinematic intro trailer or whatever the fuck, I don't whatever it is, I was extremely hyped. It had been a minute since I was that hyped for zombies. I was hyped for Terminus. I was hyped for Liberty Falls, but I had my doubts. I had my doubts in zombies. Sadly, I really did have my doubts because Vanguard strayed me wrong. In Modern Warfare Zombies, as simple as that was, I can't say it was terrible, but it just wasn't what I was really looking for. It was just there to really fill the gap for what we have now, which is BO6 Zombies. And let me tell you, I can't let this opportunity pass. I cannot let this opportunity pass. Um, this is going to be basically a little diary to myself, I suppose, about zombies and how I feel about, what we're going to see throughout the next couple of days in terms of zombie news. In fact, I'll most likely have to download Twitter again or X just to get all the zombie news and be like, hey, what's up with the news, Because there's a lot of news happening right now, and that's kind of how you get into stuff, You gotta jump into something. So this is just more so my intro, more so who I am. I just wanted to speak of zombies without a script. Probably can tell I don't have a script. Probably no, I'm a rookie. I am terrible at this, but I love zombies. And if I can put that energy into this and find a way to somehow keep doing this in the long-term sense, then I would love that. This is Rao with the R, and it's a pleasure talking to you all. Thank you.